Tejano TV.
What's up? This is your girl Sammy Torres, and we are so excited because I got a very special guest in the house who, by the way, just had an article ran by Tejano Nation, not to toot his horn or anything. But without further ado, guys, I want y'all to go ahead and welcome Domingo Elias 3-0.
There's the camera right there. That's it. Hey, thanks for having me. It's been a while, right? I've been waiting for a while
I
to
know.
do the show. So yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited. Um, Thank you for having me at your CapturadaW podcast. Which, by the way, you got everything set up professionally. It looks good. I've been in a few podcasts already, and this is set up pretty good.
Thank you. I worked
Yeah.
real hard on it. And actually, recently I lost all my preset videos that I used for the show. And so I had to completely remake that intro and and then I had to redo the promo that I have preset so that, usually I just gotta add like a video of the band or whoever I'm interviewing and then add their music and etc. I had to redo it all. But hey, I think it came out cooler.
No, it
I'm
came out
being
really,
totally
it
honest.
really salió chingón, salió bien chingón. That's nice.
Thank you. Big compliment. So, Domingo, okay, first off, thank you again for coming on the show. Like you said, it's been a while. In my defense, I was catching up on messages for like 2 months. I swear I wasn't putting you on the back burner. No, hey, I'm gonna say that I didn't expect the kind of response I got when I started the show because I thought people were gonna be like, "Oh, it's just a Tejano artist trying to do a podcast. Like, what does she know?"
Right.
And so, but we got a really good response. Now we're on Tejano TV. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. And of course, we're live on Roku, Apple, and Android. There we go.
You're live everywhere. That's, you know what, I thought you just kind of pushed me to like I'm a Marine and you're in the Army. Like, no, I don't want this guy right now on the show.
Now, if you were Navy, it would have been different. But you're just a branch of a branch. You know what I'm saying? Like Marines are really your own thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, with that being said, I actually wanted to say I'm very, from the veteran perspective, I'm very proud of what you're doing because, I mean, you got passion. I can see you got things set up professionally, or you're working hard to make it look professional. I seen when you perform on stage, you let too much of the honest, and that's what we need more in, I guess, in our veteran community, like our brethren to kind of find something they're passionate about. So from that aspect, I just want to say kudos to you. Keep doing what you're doing, and échale ganas.
Oh, and by the way, thank you for your service too. I just got thrown to the border, but I know you went and did a lot more than that. So seriously, thank you for everything you did for our country. It's like you said, there's not a lot of people that get out of the service and find their own way as easy, or maybe it's not really easy. Let's
Yes,
face
sir.
it, we all get out with some kind of issues that we gotta kind of work our way through. But hey, we're here. We're doing this music thing, and I mean, I say we're doing all right. We're kind of, you know,
I agree. I
but
agree. I agree.
but with that being said, Domingo, I've seen your videos of you performing live. I've seen your music videos. Wow. I mean, out of curiosity, when did you get into the industry as an artist?
Well, so that's real simple. I think I'm a little over 2 years professionally. Like, I hate to even call myself an artist. It feels weird saying it. Like, it just doesn't sound right coming out of me. Like, uh, professional artist. Like, it's not something I say, right? So it's kind of weird. I'd rather let other
Right.
people say it. I'd rather let other people say it. I started writing music back in '07, '08. My dad, rest in peace, él componía canciones, pero nunca cantaba. And so I started writing music, and then 2.5 years ago, that I just went to the studio here and I recorded my first song. And the first song I recorded is a song I wrote for my dad back in 2010 when he passed away. And
Wow.
so, there's like it. we're gonna make this long, and your show will be long because I have a story as to why I got in the studio, and it has to do with a grandson de Cornelio Reina, which I'm good friends of. I had to, my dad never heard me sing, like, so when he passed away, I was always doing karaoke and singing at families to get-togethers, and I would take the mic and I wouldn't let nobody really sing because I felt that my dad lost the opportunity to hear me sing, and I would sing in
Oh,
any karaoke bar you can think of. I andaba yo bien pedo y cantando.
you shut your mouth. I used to be in the karaoke bars like nobody's business.
Yeah, and for me that was like a something in me. Like I felt like my dad was somebody hoy nunca me dio. He never got to hear me like sing. Like if I wanted to really try to sing for him.
Aw.
Uh, and at that time, he had taken my older brother. My brother was in a high school band that played mostly grupero como Pegaso and Topaz. But since they were already an ensemble together, my dad would write music and he took them to the studio to record. And I was like, I admit it, I was a little envious because I wish that would have been me. And I was back in high school. And then fast forward to 20, I graduated in 97, so fast forward, he passed away in 2010. Y yo nunca, verdad, me animé a cantar alrededor de él, like, con ganas. So
Yeah.
uh, now I'm here, right, at the extending now, and feels good. I think my dad should be a little bit proud, I think.
You get nervous at all? Like, is there ever any nerves involved?
Not nervous. Like right now, I'm a little anxious. Like I guess I'm moving a lot. I got the PTSD TBI, but when I start talking about my dad and emotions and feelings, I get a little. ¿Me entiendes? Se mueve las manos y la chingada.
Hey, here
Pero
on the
I
CapturadaW
mean,
podcast, we don't judge.
as far as on stage and no, in the middle of that, like even when I first got on stage, I remember without the band, because when I first started, pues todavía no tenía grupo y yo iba como a San Antonio y nomás ponía la pista, right? Not playback. I don't never do playback. I'm very, I like to emphasize that a lot. I never do playback. I want people to hear me, my voice, y lo que es Domingo Elias tercero. So when I would go in the beginning, when I first started, up to San Antonio, started meeting some people, I would bring my USB with my la pista, el puro sonido, not my vocals, and hey, I have my music, and they'll just play it, and I'm doing karaoke to my music. And that's how I started. But at that moment, I would be nervous at first for a while, and then once I started hearing me sing, yeah, like se me iba bien relajado.
Yeah, and it's a different monster once you go from like that being used to karaoke because at karaoke, everyone cheers everyone on. Like, you could be good, bad, drunk, sober, like, they
Or,
cheer
or,
everybody on, and it's cool. It's comforting because you're like, even if I suck, they're still gonna love me, right? But
I would say, hey, the drunker you are, the better I sound.
yeah, hey, that's the golden rule right there. But with that being said, I mean, I think that I can understand where you're coming from on that because when I got out, I also dealt with PTSD, and I still deal with it. I'm an advocate for PTSD and MST, which is military sexual trauma, and it is it at first I was very anxious to be in crowds, and I was like, well, maybe I should be on a stage and not be in the crowd. No, but I think it's a transition. But I mean, from what I can see, you're killing it, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of in a similar time frame. I started a little under 2 years ago, um and here we are on this show together.
Yeah, that's the 2.5 years. I think when I got in the Marine Corps, one thing I always kept was that work ethic. I hustle. I hardly take no for an answer. I'm very persistent. If you say no to me now, you'll hear from me in 3 weeks. You say no to me in 3 weeks, you'll hear from me in 3 more weeks. I'm very persistent. And then to when you'll finally say, you know what, this guy doesn't give up. Let's just let him in and with his band and let's hear him out. And nine out of ten, once they actually opened that door and hear us live with my whole band, they're like, damn, dude, wow. Like that, I always tell the guys, let's make a damn statement because it was hard to get in here. The guy didn't really want us in here, so let's que se oiga el sonido de nosotros. And 9 out of 10, we kind of leave an impact, and we just need to get on stage, man. That's it.
Now, I have a question because I feel like, you know, I think, in my opinion, you're kind of a multi genre artist because you sing a little bit norteño, some conjunto, you sing some tejano. Am I correct?
Yeah. Well,
And
mira.
It's
So
great
go
that
ahead,
you
no,
don't
no,
you
go
don't
ahead,
put
man.
yourself in a box like that.
Well, es que, how do you say, excuse me language, one of the things I always say in interviews when they normally ask, well, what kind of genre do you label your music? And I'm like, well, I don't, why even put a label to it? Like, I like Norteño, Tejano, y Conjunto. And somewhere in there, all three kind of fuse together, man. They all kind of fuse together. Ahora, when I write my music, por ejemplo, there's a song that I wrote que se llama Como el perro con el gato, and even Mi Mala Suerte, I think you started it off with the show.
Yep.
That's got more of that conjunto vibe to it, the conjunto sound to it. And then I got other songs como da, da, da. The other songs sound more like Tejano and Norteño. I've done some covers of cumbias that sound, I call them Nortex, Norteño, Tejano fused together, right? Like some covers of
Nice.
La Noche
I like it.
Perfecta, Me Desperté Llorando. So I, I rather just let people decide what they think my genre is, pero yo no le pongo. So I try to
Yeah,
cover
put
all
that on.
three, Norteño, Tejano, Conjunto, para que no estén fregando.
Hey, you know what? That's not a bad way to go. I mean, I'm not gonna deny that I am a straight up Tejano artist. Like I am fully Tejano.
You're
But
West Texas, man.
I'm a West Texas girl. I'm red Mexican. So,
Por eso le
but
digo, that's where all Tejano para allá.
actually, you'd be surprised. Here in West Texas, norteño has actually taken over a lot, and so is conjunto. Conjunto
Uh-huh.
norteño más tejano. It kind of slowed down for a while, and it wasn't until probably about really myself and a lot of other Tejano artists, they started to kind of fight a little bit more to get into the clubs and the bars and to get their music played on radio stations. And you got that, you even have Tejano stations playing norteño songs and conjunto songs. And, I mean, at the end of the day, though, um, I think it's great that you play a little bit of it all. I think that's phenomenal. But me, I'm a Tejano artist like that. Straight up, I love Little Joy La Familia and Mafia and progressive Tejano and the old Tejano and you
I
name
like
whatever Tejano out
La Mafia, Emilio Novaira were big ones.
there.
Selena
Yep.
was always a big one for me. But like being in a border down here, I really like the Ramon Ayala, La Leyenda, Intocable is a big one for me. I grew up with all that, Los Cadetes, Los Cardenales. Then, you got Mas, we had Pira Cedillo.
Yeah, you do.
We had, ¿cómo se llama el señor que pídeme la luna y te la bajaré? Oh, that song's
Oh,
really
yep.
good. I forget his name. So, I mean, Bobby Pulido right here in the valley. So I grew up with all this type of music, and yo creo que my music or my sound is from my surroundings, right? What we
What you
hear.
were growing up.
Like, like me, I don't do it consciously. Like, when we go to the studio, I want it to sound like this. Es just que se sienta aquí en el corazón y vámonos.
See, that's still fun. Like that's good. So like with that being said, are you with a label? Are you independent? Um I mean, do you just put your music out on your own? Out of curiosity, or do you have a promoter?
Yeah, well, it's a yes, yes, no, no. Yes, yes. No, mira, I don't have a record label. I am an independent artist. I do have an agreement with a distributor. Like, of course, we all know that independent artists can do it on their own with DistroKid y todo esto. By the way,
Yep.
talking about all these things right now, I learned everything on my own. I like to research stuff, so I know how to register music. I know how to do the publishing, how to separate the masters from the publishing side. I know how what percentage should you give somebody that if you write the song? Like I try to learn, and I actually learned how to do contracts with my attorney, and he helps me, and I kind of understand how to do them to where it covers the individual and it covers me as the artist. And I was saying, as an independent artist, anyone can, we could. DistroKid is there, right? I don't know what you use, and I started with DistroKid, and then I ended up with a distributor out of Houston named GT Digital. GT Digital, for the most part, is a distributor, and we had an agreement. It was just an agreement where they distribute everything for me on the platforms. They pitch it, they promote it, like social media, little clips here, snippets here, and of whatever royalties or anything I'll get 70, they'll get 30, right? And I was okay with that. I didn't go into music to be rich or become popular, be a celebrity. I did it so I could still be amongst you guys alive, right? Like I
Right.
had a rough, it was rough for me, but the same people from GT Digital, because their distributor entity was more about urban. All their artists were hip hop, urban reggaeton, and I think me and another artist was more of the norteño tejano. And so I was there with them for like 2 years, and then the same guy that took me to GT Digital said, "Hey, I just partnered up with Rolas MX out of Dallas. Look up Rolas MX, Sam. I think it'll be good for you." And Rolas MX is 100% norteño tejano, regional mexicano. So, man, I went straight with them, and it's an 80 me, 20 them, and they do everything for me. I just send them the artwork, the MP3, the wave, and they take care of everything else. I don't have to worry
Wow.
about collect royalties. Now, back to, I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm saying a lot here, but I think it's important. Like, back to a record label. When I first started, I was like, man, I think the only way you know you made it is if you get signed by a record label. Like, at that point, you're officially made it, I guess. First, it was like, once you hear your music in the radio, you made it. Like, man, I was in cloud nine when I heard the song I wrote for my dad, the very first song that I ever released on the radio station. It was awesome. But I remember I wanted to be signed. Like, I'm like, what the heck? I think I have a good style, good sound. At least, I guess we all say that about ourselves, but I truly believe, we should truly believe that in ourselves. But if a record label came around now, knowing what I know now, I'll probably continue doing it independently because I'm the owner 100% of my publishing, 100% of my masters. I get royalties from music that I write through ASCAP, and that's all done by me. I don't have to give it away to nobody. So,
No
uh,
middleman.
and so I don't know if I answered with a long. I hope that
No,
was
that's
kind
no,
of
that's
knowledgeable. I think that was somewhat knowledgeable. Also, there's new people out there that want to start because don't no les creas a todos los record labels, man. Once you sign, te chingan 100% ownership of everything, pretty much.
yeah, they tend to own a lot of what you can do, and even down to telling you
Yeah, they
what
restrict
music
you
they want you to
creatively.
put out. Right, right now, I don't really want to do covers per se.
Hmm.
Um, and it's not to say that people that do covers are bad. I like covers. If they're done awesome, then I'm not mad at it. But, and I do think eventually I might cover a couple of songs later. But being that I'm in my first year of putting music out, I have one single out, which I named at literally the show after, Capturada. And then I'm barely putting out the second one a year later.
Wait, hold on. Say it again, Sammy. You're doing your
I
second
said
one?
I'm barely putting out the second single of my career
¿Cuántos
here
años
in the
llevas?
next
¿Un
month or
año?
so. What's that?
¿Cuántos años llevas? ¿Un año, 2 años, 1 año y medio?
Like a year or so that I've had a song out.
Well, I think you're doing great. I mean, it's more than anything. You're doing great. I mean, with the podcast, what you got going on. Uh, Obviously, as far as the only thing I can recommend, and I think you probably heard it already by now, is try to release more singles. More. Hoy en día it's el sencillo. The single has to be people after a while se olvida la canción. It gets old, and there's new music out there, and you got to do it. Like I
It's
don't know.
true.
You've been really busy probably, but if you have kept up with what I'm doing, at a minimum every 8 weeks, and I say at the long end every 8 weeks, but at the short end, I try from every 6 weeks to 8 weeks. I'm releasing a new single.
Oh wow.
So this year alone, I already released 3 singles already. So the one April 3rd will be my fourth single in 2026, and these are all
Oh,
originals.
and you released your first single when?
Uh, my first single,
Yeah,
now that
when
she
did you
walked,
say you released that?
two and a half years. That was
Ah,
but even
dang. I
then,
mean,
like
that's good. I mean, you're about there for to throw them all on a disc and say, hey, there's my first album.
I mean, I already released my first album with 10 songs on it.
Did you
10,
really?
yeah,
Wow. So you're only on your fourth song for within the year.
yeah, for this year.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's impressive.
like all these are all original songs like that I write. All of these, so I got For the rest of the year, I got a song to release every 8 months. I just need to get it in the studio.
I mean, I think what's crazy to me is that we kind of have a similar mindset in regards to work ethic. I am also writing all of my own songs with with, I have a producer slash MD that he does all of the instrumentals for it. I play a little guitar. I'm a rhythm guitarist. I can mariachi at the most. Don't ask me to be Chris Perez. It's not gonna happen. But, you know, um,
Yeah,
with that
that's
being
good.
said, I mean, I definitely can hold a tune. I can play chords, I can hold my own, but um my heart is in my vocals. Like I want to be a better vocalist. And I think that that's if you're on the same wavelength as I am, there's just never enough time to continue to get better at whatever you're doing, right? And so when I noticed that it was going to take us a while to get this single going, I was like, well, I got a little traction with that first single. Um, and one of my buddies reached out and he's like, Sammy, you have an awesome personality. Why don't you start a podcast? And I'm like, okay. So I jumped on the podcast circuit, and within 6 months, we had been nominated for our first award. And then now it's just amazing because, I have all these. I mean, within 2 months, I mean, like I told you, the year was just booked. It was over. And I was
Yeah.
like, golly. I mean, it just happened so fast. And I'm grateful for it, but where's take it easy. But I opened it up to people outside of West Texas this year because though West Texas is where my heart is, it's, what I want to showcase primarily. I thought, I have a good following. Why not try to showcase more artists outside of West Texas as well? So, out of
Well,
curiosity, Domingo, where are you from? Where do you hail from?
I'm down in the Rio Grande Valley, right at the tip of Texas, down here. Live in Mission, Texas, right next to McAllen. But I know Lubbock, I know Crosberton, Rollins, Rolling Springs, Ida, other towns around Lubbock. I'm assuming you're familiar with those little towns, right?
Oh yeah,
I used to
yeah. I
be
was born
a
and raised here in Lubbock.
I used to be a migrant worker, so we didn't go like out of state. We would always go to the cornfields there in West Texas.
Get
And
raising money,
yeah, well, I didn't have no
sort of.
summers from
I'm
ninth
like
grade.
sort of.
Yeah, I didn't have
Hey,
no summers at all, man. So, and then the days we weren't working, we would go to the flea market there in Lubbock to go sell watermelons and vegetables and stuff like that. So, it was we worked hard growing up. My dad had us going, man, because you're not here to just get shit for free. Excuse me, language. You got to work hard for what you want.
yep, that ain't no lie. All right, Domingo. So real quick, we're gonna take a little break. I'm gonna play one of your music videos. I think this one. I can't see the name fully, but it starts with como el perro.
Como el perro con el gato. Yeah, that's a
There
good
we
song.
go. I couldn't read the rest of it. It don't have the full name on there. But I'll go ahead and let you announce the song real quick, and then I'm gonna ask you a question about that.
Yeah. Well, everybody from your followers of Capturada podcast, this is Domingo Elias, everybody here. One of my songs, original writings, Como el perro con el gato. Huy, huy, huy. Enjoy it. Todavía estás enojado. Espérate, compadre. ¿Por qué estás enojado, hombre? Otra vez. Tú y los celos. Oye, y luego cada rato que me estás gritando enfrente de toda la familia, ¿no te cansas? Chihuahuas contigo, mujer. No, está bueno. Yo no sé nada. Mujer herida.
Vamos, Domingo. Vamos a echar un tequila.
Sí, vamos a echar un poquito.
Estás llena de coraje y que te matan los celos y estás lista para vengarte. Sé muy bien que yo te he herido, aunque no fue mi intención. Tus besos están conmigo, los guardo en mi corazón. te sientas, no te enojes. El celo es mal consejero. Siempre acepto mis errores, pero todavía te quiero. Ya no se enoje, chiquitita, todavía la quiero, mija. Uy, uy, uy. Cuando te miro enojada, cada día te quiero más. Para conseguir tus besos, sabes de que soy capaz. Aunque grites y me humilles, siempre enfrente de mi gente. El circo que tú me haces no me pasa por la mente. Es mejor marcar tu paso. Deja de brincar tan alto. Es pleito que no se acaba, como el perro con el gato. No te sientas, no te enojes. El celo es mal consejero. Siempre acepto mis errores, pero todavía te quiero.
Yeah. Hey, that
Okay,
was
I'm gonna go hit that bar right now.
right. Hey, and you know what? That's where I'm at right now. Is a bar and grill. Hey, can someone bring me a shot of tequila? No,
Hot
no,
Cheetos.
I'm so sure. So by the way, Domingo, you get to be a part of something really fun. We're doing a giveaway for a VIP table and package here that I'm performing at tomorrow with my band, Sammy Torres, the New Image, and the Garcia Brothers. So I'm gonna have you help me with that here in a minute, guys. There's like I don't know, like 30 something names in here, so we gonna figure that out. I'm gonna throw it
All
all in
right.
the bag, and the winner, well, gets a package. Um, so back to your career so far, Domingo. Do you have any aspirations to where you want to be, or are you just are you in like I heard you say earlier that you just want to do your thing, and if people love it, they love it.
I mean, I take, believe me, I take this like music career serious. Like I'm not half-assing it. I'm not taking it as a joke. And it's not that if they love it, they love it, or if they don't, they don't. That's not what I meant. I meant that me getting into this music business, I personally didn't do it to be popular, be a star, be a celebrity, or be rich. I did it more of like I needed it as a therapy. That's what I was really trying to say. Like it believe it or not, it allows me to live life a little more calm and I had a like it keeps me still here alive with all of y'all, man. Because if not, I don't think I'll be here right now if it isn't because of the music. And that's more of other issues, right, from PTSD and being in Iraq and Afghanistan and so forth. But
Sure.
that's why I got into music, and the fact that I've been recognized, I've won a few awards, I've that the fact that people are enjoying my music, man, that's just a bonus. It's a plus. It's like amazing. It's like it I don't know. It's hard to explain, pero yo estoy bien contento.
It's like a feeling that you can't. It's inexplainable. I mean, no one can really say how it feels. It's more like a burst of emotions whenever you're on that stage or people are
Yes.
responding. You see the kids dancing, or even if it's like someone sitting down on their chair waving their hands. Every single thing matters, and that's what it should be about. Now, with that, I wanted to go over your new single. Now, you said it's going to be getting released when again?
April 3rd, next Friday. We're
April 3rd. Tell
excited.
me a little bit about that single. I mean, I didn't get to read the full article, so I want to hear from the man himself.
Yeah.
How did it come to be? Who did you work on with it?
All right.
Um,
So,
what was it? What
yeah.
inspired you?
So, like this particular single is special. All my songs are special, especially the ones I've written. But when I say this one's special, it's special in the sense that, for example, the songwriter is a Grammy award-winning songwriter, Tato Enriquez. This individual, good man. Saludos a Tato. He's got over 30 years of music, uh, experience from performing. El estilo de él es más como rock, uh, más rock. So we met over a year ago. I've had this particular song that's releasing Friday for a year. He gave me 1 year exclusivity for me to be the first artist to release it. So it's not a cover. It's not something that somebody else has released or done for him. Now keep in mind, Pedro Fernandez has recorded some of his music. La Firma, La Leyenda, big names like that from Mexico. Big artists that are known around the world have recorded his music. So for him to, I guess, believe in me, I guess is the word, and give me that first go at it. I mean, the pressure is on, but it feels amazing. It's because, um, I once we finished it and I got it back, I had him hear it, and he was beyond excited and happy. He said I surpassed his expectations, so that made me feel amazing. And then the individual that produced and mixed, mastered, and did the final production is another Grammy Award-winning producer, Mr. Gabriel Zavala, very well known in the Tejano Onda with esposo de
Of
Stephanie
course.
Montiel. And me and Gabe, I think we know each other already over 2 years now, and we met at the awards in San Antonio, and we kicked it off really badass. We even hung out for a while. And if you ask Gabe, I don't know if you ever have him on the show. Like I don't know what he thinks of me because when I write a song, like even though we're not like pals, like yo andaba una vez en pedo. That's when I write my music and I call him at 3, 4 in the morning. At 3, 4 in
Of
the
course.
morning. At 3, 4 in the morning, I call Gabe and we don't talk like that. And he still took my call. He took my call because I wouldn't stop calling. And
Oh
once
my gosh.
he took my call and he heard me out for a good 20 minutes. But I was super excited of a song that I released already. And he heard me and he was even shooting ideas at me at 4 in the morning. So, that made me feel like this guy is cool, right? Like his persona is amazing. So yeah, two Grammy award-winning individuals in this particular project. I just hope that it carries over to the people, the public that are going to listen to it. So I'm excited. I'm so impatient. I want the song to be out already.
And what is it called? What is the name of the song?
Sí, un tequila y un 12 de cerveza. And I'll tell you a little bit of the summary of the story of the song. So the song, like normally people write about how, when if a woman leaves a guy it's because he's poor, lo deja para alguien más rico, right? For the most part. And this particular song is like this woman is married to somebody that's got all the money, takes care of her, spoils her, paid to make her like a doll, right? Like it talks about how he went out of his way to make sure she looks amazing however she wanted. And now she goes with anybody that just buys her un tequila y un doce de cerveza. So she's out at bars, just, so uh,
That
he just,
harlot.
yeah, yeah. And then like in the song, like like the guy wants to, like a friend wants to tell him, hey man, she's doing this, and he doesn't, like he's want to be blind by her beauty and doesn't want to believe it or hear it. So
You know what?
Friday
I've seen
entonces
that in real life.
Friday.
I've literally seen that in real life. I
What?
mean, yeah, I mean, how many of your friends have you had to tell, like, bro, yeah, déjala, she's she's
Yeah.
just gonna keep doing it, but they're too legit to quit. No, that's really cool that, so I mean, you wrote it.
I didn't
Wait,
write it.
or,
Tato
oh,
wrote it.
right, no, the songwriter, his name, one more time.
Tato Enriquez.
There we go. How'd you get in contact with him?
So Tato lives here in the valley. Here, this is what we call this region, the Rio Grande Valley, right? So he lives here in McAllen. And at
Right.
one of the venues where I was performing, he was also performing. Uh, Now, I don't recall if we crossed paths at this venue, Sino Rey, and then we just decided to meet up the next day at a coffee shop. No me acuerdo muy bien. All I know is that he heard me sing, and he told me he's got like a demo he had just done, a song that he written, and he put it on his phone. And when I heard it, it's like, oh, I want to sing it. Can I sing it? I like it. Like, pero yo también estaba like, wow, I'm talking to Tato Enriquez here, right? Like this guy, Grammy award-winning songwriter, like, cuando, like, wow, and he said, no, but I like the song. And he said, well, let's meet up tomorrow. And we talked. He says, well, I like your voice and stuff. And we literally, and I don't ever find contracts disrespectful or agreements. That's the right way to do business. He gave me an agreement that we both signed saying you have 1 full year to release it. After the 1 year, you're not going to be the first artist to. It's going no, well, it's not over. But he had somebody like it's going to go to a big artist that I'm going to send it to, and the end of March was the 1 year. So I called him a month and a half ago. I said, hey, Tato. I said, yeah, we're going to work on your song, but I think it's going to be out around the first week of April. It's going to be a little over, like a week over the agreement. He said, dale, go ahead and do it. Like, okay. So, he was cool. And we're excited.
Wow.
We're excited.
Talk about a
Also,
rush.
yeah, we're excited. Also, the same day, Friday, April 3rd, we'll be at Cigar Society. It's a venue here in Far, Texas. And Tato will be present. And pues to me, that's a big thing, right? He's going to be there. And he's going to hear, the song will be released that day. So I'm sure he's probably going to have heard it earlier that day on Spotify. But we're going to let everybody in that venue listen to it. And then we're going to perform it live later on that night.
Wow, what a way to release it, huh?
Yeah,
So is it going
yeah.
to be, so that'll technically be your release party?
It's a single release party / but we got booked also, so we're performing 2 hours. So it's we're doing the single release party and we're gonna be the live entertainment performers.
Well, y'all heard it here. There's going to be a party in Far, Texas. And if you're near
Cigar
there,
Society.
you're technically not far. But that's,
Pero,
I mean,
Sammy,
how
sorry to
phenomenal.
pero se las encargo a todos, por favor. I'm on all the music platforms, so please, guys, if you go to my page, there's a link where you can go pre-save it now, so you can get the little ding when it's out and be the first to listen to it. So go get it, go pre-save it. Un tequila y un 12 de cerveza.
Oh, snap. It's going down. I can see it right now. Get him drunk. Hey, I always tell people my favorite alcohol is free. It's
It's
free.
free. It's free.
Yeah. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna take a little commercial break, air some of the sponsors, videos, and partners, and then we're gonna continue with the interview, and we'll close out the show with another video. So, guys, without further ado, we'll be back after these messages.
Looking to plan an
Oh,
Looking to plan an event? Look no further than Salazar Promotions and Sound Rental, a full-service event planning company offering DJ services and Code Spark rentals, fun with robots and big heads, hype man services and party bus rentals, LED screen rentals, event decorating services, and your choice of 3 venues. now offering professional photography, choreography, and sound rental. Need a band for your event? Let us book for you. We have norteño bands such as Eddie Moreno, Los Brillantes de Chihuahua, y La Terminal Norteña, and many more. And now providing you with Tejano and Conjunto bands such as Mi Tequila, Los Pibes, Sammy Torres in the New Image, Conjunto 87, and Rick Molina y Estilo Suave.
Yeah!
Salazar Sound Rental and Promotions, where the party never ends and the deals never stop. Package deals available at 432-209-1797. Lubbock, Texas. Get ready for Friday, March 27th as AJ's Bar and Grill presents Los Garcia Brothers. Come and get a look at Lubbock's newest hotspot, located at 701 East 50th Street. Kicking off the show, we got DJ Cisco in the mix, along with Sammy Torres in the New Image. Woo! VIP packages and pre-sale tickets for $20 available at Joel's Restaurant or by calling 432-661-9474.
Yeah. All right, guys. So, being that we just aired that little commercial, I think it's time to announce the winner for the VIP package giveaway. So, Domingo, check this out. Tomorrow we're going to be performing with Los Garcia Brothers, but we're doing a VIP package giveaway. It includes wings, 2 pitchers of beer, a tabletop, and entry for 4 for whoever the winner is. So, I'm going to go ahead and shift these down because I'm not even, it's just a mess. I'm just going to throw them on. It looks like confetti, whatever. I'm going to pick 3 and I'm going to put them upside down. Not even going to look at the names. Oh, that ain't even a name. That's just confetti. All right, Domingo. So what I'm going to have you do, though, is I'm going to have you select either 1, 2, 3. So we got 3 little papers here. And I'm going to have you choose between 1 and 3. So,
Okay.
let's do it.
Well, you know I'm gonna pick 3-0 tercero number 3.
Ooh, and the winner is Ramiro Avila Sr. So Ramiro, congratulations. We're gonna do a little applause for you, Bill. And while we're at it, we're gonna go ahead and so congratulations to Ramiro Avila Sr. You are the winner of the VIP package for tomorrow night. We'll see you there front and center, amigo. All right. Now back to the show. Okay, so Domingo, we've gone over quite a bit. Have you always been inspired by music? Did you have family in the industry? I mean, what's the history on?
Well, not in the industry, pero como te dije, mi papá él era el compositor. Like, I mean, I have over, I would say, like 60 songs that he wrote that are now mine. So I have those that I still need to release, right? So I got enough. I mean, obviously, what I do is I filter through everything because even though he's my dad and I love him and rest in peace, I know not every single song is going to be a good song tampoco. So, I mean, that's just a reality. So I'll be recording some of his and some of mine. And so I think subconsciously as a kid, hearing my dad sing, when I say sing, when he was writing his music, he would sing, you know, like to kind of get that tonada y todo. And
Right.
I eso se me estaba quedando a mí, I guess, without even really knowing back then when I was younger. So he was a big, I guess, a big inspiration in that aspect.
And where does the name come from? Out of curiosity.
So Domingo Elias, that's actually my real first name and middle name. So that's my dad's first name, middle name. That's my half brother's first name and middle name, and then that's me. So Domingo Elias. Instead of
What?
writing the word tercero, I decided to be a little different. Just put 30 tercero. So you're supposed to kind of say the word tercero, but tercero, like, and that was just the only reason I did it that way.
Ah, I see. But what was the inspiration behind it? I mean, you just decided to write it in, or?
Well, like I said, I was mentioning my dad se llamaba Domingo Elias de la Garza. That's our real name. Then my half brother también, Domingo Elias de la Garza, and then me, Domingo Elias de la Garza. So I really
Oh,
wanted
I
people,
get it.
yeah. So I really wanted the people to really know who I am, Domingo Elias. At the same time, knowing that's my dad. I really wanted people to know who my dad through me. And so instead of putting the word tercero and typing it out, I did it like that, 30.
Oh wow, that man, I'm not gonna lie, that went right over my head at first, and I was like, "Oh,
I know,
I get it now."
I know.
You could have you could have flew a plane between how high it went over my head. That's amazing though. So, okay,
Yeah.
we've gone over your history, where you plan on going. You got a gig coming up. What is next for Domingo after this single? Are you gonna keep releasing singles ever so often? And
Yeah.
more than that, um, how much sooner?
Yeah, so first we gotta release this one April 3rd. But normally when a song is already about to be released within that following week, I'm already in the studio working on the next single, so it can be ready 6 weeks later and ready to release after. So if anything, I think next week I might already be in the studio with the guys so we can start working on the new single. And then Friday this current single will drop, and then like 6 to 8 weeks later, yes, I go through. That's usually the process that I do. Um, I know I was gonna mention something, but I said before on. Oh, your people,
Million
your
dollar.
followers are, your followers are in Lubbock, Texas, man. If they look me up, we're available for bookings. The club, I mean, I don't know anybody there, but I'm taking the opportunity to use your platform to reach out to local venues there.
Sammy
Si
now.
quieren, si quieren un artista full band and everything que tiene el estilo de Ramón Ayala, La Leyenda, a little bit of the conjunto sound to it. I mean, we do 2 hours, man. We got enough 3 hours in necesitan. Obviously, a break in there somewhere, but I mean, hit us up. Reach out to Sammy or message me direct on my social media. But I would like to get up there in West Texas and go perform. I think you guys will. I mean, if you all want to go check me out on YouTube, I got live performances. Yo creo que sí les va a gustar.
I think we can arrange something, Domingo. I'll see if I can slip your name into some places. We'll see what happens. But hey, I mean, all of that is just phenomenal. I mean, I was so excited to finally get you on the show, being a fellow veteran. There's not really a lot of us that are in the industry right now.
Yeah, you will too.
And so that alone is just cool. But more than that, I can see your work ethic. I see that you're really pushing to get your music and yourself out there. And I don't think that I'm with you 100% that you're not going to get anywhere if you wait for things to come to you.
Yeah,
You know, you
exactly.
got to get out there, push it, and do what you can to make your success a reality. So, Domingo, I'm gonna give you the floor for just a minute. Let me see which other video I had lined up to play.
And
I always do this every show. If y'all have more than one video, I like to pick my favorites.
I forgot to mention something which I'm very excited. Like another band that I got to know very well is Son los Arcos Hermanos Peña,
Oh,
conjunto group,
nice.
and we're gonna be collaborating on a song that my dad wrote. It has never been released, and the only speculation was that I wanted to sing in the song. So um,
Got it.
saludos Mr. Jerry, founder of Los Arcos Hermanos Peña, there from Dimmitt, Texas. very well known conjunto band. He agreed, and we should be recording here soon for that song. So I'm excited.
A little
They
bit
got
of
over
West
30
Texas,
years.
not a bad way to break through.
They got over 30 years in this
Well,
business. And I'm excited.
I just want to say again, thank you for coming on the show. Something I do at the end of every show is I will give you the floor for just a minute to, thank your followers, fans, family, friends, whoever. And then I'm going to have you announce another music video I found, which is La Noche Perfecta.
Noche Perfecta, yeah.
Yep, there it is. So I was trying to read it, but it just said perfect. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you the floor, Domingo. Go ahead and do your thing, friend. And as usual, everyone that's watching, be sure to hit that follow, that like button, and share as we play the.
Well, yeah, first of all, thank you for having us, for having me, Sammy. And for sure, I want to say thank you to my mom. Thank you to La Doña Chingona out of San Antonio for supporting me. Mary Jane Red out of Houston. They're pushing me, my music up there. And, my band, my drummer, Frank Sanchez, my accordion player, well, he helps me quite a bit. Nehemias Corona, his brother, Jaimito on the electric bass, Jesus Serna on the bajo quinto. And then I have Ricky Gonzalez, another veteran Marine that helps me on the percussions. He plays the conga. So I'm very grateful to all of them. Because without them, there will be no Domingo Elias Salcedo performing live with the band, right? So thank you. And I'm blessed, man. I think God is blessing me. And before you're gonna play that music video, I just want to give you a little tip. So the music video starts with me talking for a while with the other actors. You might want to forward a little bit so you don't hear too much of the yapping and go right into the music in case you haven't seen it. Because I think there's a good 20 seconds of interacting, like it builds the video, right? The music video, but
No, I say we play the full thing. Who cares?
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Ain't no
So,
one gonna tell me you can't play their whole video.
Thank you. La Noche Perfecta it's a song from Mexico, El Chapo de Sinaloa. Very well known artist. He's got like millions of followers and viewers. And his original way of singing it is con banda. And the way I did it was my style, Domingo Elias Tercero, Nortex, Norteño Tejano, es cumbia con acordeón y bajo. And that's actually one of the fan favorites that gets requested a lot.
All right, Domingo, I'm gonna have you announce that video.
Está bueno, dale.
¿Qué onda, amigo? ¿Cómo estás?
Hello, ¿qué onda, mi chavo?
Aquí nada más, esperándote.
Oye, vine a verte, compadre, porque pues quería hablar contigo de la canción que quiero grabar.
Ok.
Y bueno, mira, Chuy, esta canción está hecha en banda, pero la quiero hacer a mi estilo, norteño, cumbia, y pues solo tú has podido hacer mis ideas musicales realidad, compadre. ¿Qué piensas?
Pues al estilo Domingo, nada más pueden pasar dos cosas, carnal. O que la gente la odie, o que reviente. Así que, ya sabe, para adelante.
Pues vamos a echarle, compadre. Le entras entonces, ¿verdad? Lo vamos a hacer.
Entrándole.
Es todo.
Salucita, carnal.
Salucita.
Llegamos los dos buscando un hotel, un poco nerviosos al imaginar que iba a suceder. Sabía que sería la noche perfecta, su primera vez, son los 19 y yo 26. Una habitación que sea la mejor, con sábanas blancas, un ramo de rosas para la ocasión, perfume embriagante que voy a tener, la noche perfecta porque una reina se entrega a su rey. Y voy a pedirle, Señor, por favor, Que si alguien me busca diga que no estoy. No quiero disturbio ni servicio de cuarto, que voy a entregarle mi amor sin descanso. Señor, no me pase ninguna llamada. Necesito estar a solas con ella. Quiero usar el tiempo para acariciarla y hacer que tengamos la noche perfecta. Esta va para ti, chiquitita. ¡Uy, uy, uy! Una habitación que sea la mejor, con sábanas blancas, un ramo de rosas para la ocasión, perfume embriagante que voy a tener, la noche perfecta porque una reina se entrega a su rey. Y voy a pedirle, Señor, por favor, que si alguien me busca diga que no estoy. No quiero disturbio ni servicio de cuarto, que voy a entregarle mi amor sin descanso. Señor, no me pase ninguna llamada. Necesito estar a solas con ella. Quiero usar el tiempo para acariciarla y hacer que tengamos la noche perfecta. Y voy a pedirle, Señor, por favor, que si alguien me busca diga que no estoy. No quiero disturbio ni servicio de cuarto, que voy a entregarle mi amor sin descanso. Señor, no me pase ninguna llamada. Necesito estar a solas con ella. Quiero usar el tiempo para acariciarla y hacer que tengamos la noche perfecta.
Yeah. All right, Domingo. Well, that's our show for the day. I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you so much for being on. We will bring you back again next year. And stay tuned, because at the end of this year, we have the second annual Capturada Podcast Virtual Awards that only the people that are on the show qualify to be a part of for voting. So make sure you keep up with it, because once voting starts, it's on. And with the lineup we have coming up this year, it's amazing. So big shout out to my boy Big D, DJ Big D, Demas Garcia, who I dedicated this entire Capturada season to, who is now resting easy and spinning up in heaven. Shout out to your dad for inspiring you to, become an artist. And more than that, guys, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you guys, and follow me on social media, Domingo Elias Tercero, and on Facebook, Domingo Elias Tercero, TER0. Look me up. Thank you for having me. We'll stay in touch, right? God bless.
Heck yeah.
Bye. Todavía estás en